Welcome to my world of TV. Tonight, we unpack how we got from this on Do It Yourself.
Hello. I want to talk about helmets this week.
To this on Changing Rooms. That's right, because this week on World of TV, we're going to show you how to make your own home improvement show. We all love to watch the home improvement shows, don't we? There's nothing quite as enjoyable as seeing strangers ruining their houses. In fact, in the right hands, a good show of this type can have powerful side effects.
I'm not a DIY enthusiast.
You mean you haven't watched all the programmes to show you how to sand the walls down?
I switch them off in case the wife gets ideas.
I know what you mean, mate. You don't want to give her the wrong idea.
You see, it lines up and grips it absolutely.
Je t'aime, oh oui je t'aime. Moi non plus. Oh mon amour. Comme la vague.
Stop that now. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's go back and examine how home improvement shows came about. Originally, man lived like this rat in a burrow made of earth and lined with straw and his or her own feces. No wonder he wanted to improve it. A far cry from today's state-of-the-art homes, like this one in Birmingham. So he, mainly, but sometimes she too, set about collecting the mud up and mixing it with rocks to make simple dwellings. Thus, the do-it-yourself craze was born.
Really, it's a simple screw and butt joint.
These days, whether you're refurbishing an effigy of Camilla Parker Bowles, helping to build a model railway for Rod Stewart, or simply rewiring a small village, most people these days now simply do it themselves. The first home improvement shows were broadcast on the radio. Unfortunately, these consisted mainly of the sounds of items being made.
You take the chainsaw like so and... Oh my God, he's cut his leg off!
And so difficult to follow. It wasn't until the advent of telly that the home improvement shows that we know and love could start to get a stranglehold on the nation.
Come on, Jesse. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, come on, girls.
So what will you need if you're to make a successful home improvement show?
Do you like it?
Well, you'll certainly need realistic goals. Just what are you hoping to achieve by the end of the program? Well, we all want a state-of-the-art kitchen, don't we?
Well, number one, I want a state-of-the-art kitchen.
Ideally bigger.
New, bigger, state-of-the-art kitchen.
Enormous, even.
An enormous state-of-the-art kitchen.
Modern.
State-of-the-art modern kitchen.
Glossy.
A glossy state-of-the-art kitchen.
Sleek.
A sleek state-of-the-art kitchen.
Could be open plan.
A state-of-the-art open-plan kitchen.
Could have a diner.
A state-of-the-art kitchen diner.
And finished to a very high standard.
I think this state-of-the-art kitchen has been finished to a very high standard.
And once you've done the kitchen, you want a state-of-the-art bathroom too.
Shiny new kitchen, state-of-the-art bathroom.
It's going to be a state-of-the-art bathroom.
State-of-the-art bathroom.
State-of-the-art bathroom.
For all the family to enjoy.
State-of-the-art family bathroom.
Could be ensuite.
State-of-the-art ensuite.
And once you've tasted state-of-the-art bathroom, you'll want it for your utility room.
The state-of-the-art utility room.
Games room.
To a state-of-the-art games room.
Your cinema system.
State-of-the-art cinema system.
Sound system.
State-of-the-art sound system.
Your floating work platform.
State-of-the-art floating work platform.
For your gym facility.
A state-of-the-art gym facility.
Stair lift.
State-of-the-art stair lift.
Your greenhouse.
State-of-the-art greenhouse.
Extension.
The state-of-the-art extension.
Mechanical steps.
State-of-the-art mechanical step.
Lift.
State-of-the-art through-floor lift.
Eco-pad.
The state-of-the-art eco-pad.
And pretty much everything in or around the house.
State-of-the-art skylight.
State-of-the-art voice-controlled bedroom. A state-of-the-art digital photo frame.
The state-of-the-art desk.
A state-of-the-art wood pellet boiler.
State-of-the-art milk parlour.
State-of-the-art sewage treatment plant. And a state-of-the-art programmable bed.
But there's no point in having goals unless you have restrictions to make those goals harder to achieve. Those restrictions consist of time. There's no point in letting your home improvements take as long as would normally be required to complete such work, or there'll just be no opportunity for things to go wrong, and your show will end up just as boring as it is having work done on your own house. And by the way, I've still no idea how to operate the underfloor heating in the kitchen.
4 months into the 6-month schedule, this...
Not 4 months, Sarah.
It's 9 weeks into the tight 17-week build.
17 weeks is too long. Come on, guys, let's get it down to days, please.
14 weeks to develop this wreck, but I'm giving them just 5 days to do the job.
Better, yes, good, we're getting there.
We haven't got 5 days, Nick.
No, 2 days.
2 days.
2's looking tasty.
We got just 60 minutes to add.
No, Claire, 16 minutes is just stupid. And there's no point in just restricting the time it takes to complete the job. You'll need to hamper their progress further by putting a stranglehold on the budget.
So here's the deal. 2 days and a budget of £500.
Changing rooms went for 2 days and £500, which was pretty much perfect for a botched job. But they never stuck to it, so I don't know what the point of that was.
Let me just check. You were £540, Lawrence Llewellyn.
That is awful, isn't it?
And Linda Burke here, naughty girl, you spent £516.60.
40 quid, 16 quid. What's the point of having a budget if there's no sanction if you go over it? Which is why I suggested a series of electric shocks depending on how far over you went, but of course, no one even acknowledged my letter. It's normal to want to see other people having their dreams shattered. Fundamentally, we don't like the idea of other people taking a risk and gaining an advantage, especially if we've spent a fortune on getting similar work done and the kitchen floor is still so hot you can fry an egg on it.
How's the budget?
We're over.
Have you completely run out of money?
Yeah.
Nice one. You'll also need plenty of stuff to enable you to build your state-of-the-art whatever it is.
The pot of gold at the end of this rainbow is the wood veneer floor. First, though, it's down with the chipboard. Down with the chipboard. Down with the chipboard. Down with the chipboard.
You'll certainly need people to present the show. The perfect home improvement show should have one posh camp one.
Pink is so big now. It's a kind of a Pollocky Da Vinci thing. It's basically got no sex in it.
A woman who's a bit nuts.
Me, I'm going off to practice my can-can. And I'm going to sing a song. So.
One who's a bit of a character.
Cramp. Once you get in, you know.
Someone to carry out all the work, ideally a cockney, and the chirpier the better.
Oh, you've seen it for 2 days.
I know, mate. Hard work, mate. Hard work.
I've got to finish all this.
Oh, we've got beers out around here.
And one whose talents far exceed the confines of a simple DIY show.
I'm in Market Drayton at the house of Linda and Keith Holland, who've been doing some DIY, and see if you can see what their DIY SOS might be about.
Ooh, it takes every kind of people.
Sing it, Nick. So much raw talent there. As well as presenters, you'll need a plethora of members of the public eager to have their homes improved.
The print, I hate it.
Fair enough.
I hate skins and prints.
I love skins, but they're not for everyone.
Skin, I hate zebra skin, I hate tiger
Yeah, I think we get the idea, love.
I think it's...
You don't like skins.
It's disgusting.
I don't think she likes it, Carol.
I don't like it.
Oh, not another one.
No. I hate it, Caroline.
Do you really?
I hate it.
It's horrible.
Oh, good.
Personally, I don't like it at all. The walls, I don't like.
I'm with him on the walls. Looks like an art exhibition at a halfway house.
No.
I wonder what happened to those
I
trousers.
don't think I like it either.
Oh, she doesn't like it either.
I think it is absolute crap, and the sooner we get it out, the better.
What about this one?
You okay?
No, I'm crying.
Uh-oh. I mean, what did she expect for 2 days and 500 quid? I mean, it's basically going to be painted MDF or one of Lawrence's murals.
Boy, place is gone.
Angry tears. It's wonderful.
Oh, she does like it. Result. Every now and then, you may also need an expert.
But I'm not sure if it's dry rot or wet rot.
Let's play dry rot or wet rot.
Well, let's have a look. Is that floorboard roof?
That's the board.
Ah, let's have a look at this. Well, it's super crumbly. Oh, yes. But...
dry rot?
You're lucky. It's wet rot and not dry.
Oh, wet rot.
But when I see that... I realise it's very, very bad indeed.
Wet rot?
It's dry rot.
Oh, dry rot.
Could look quite nice, but something I've noticed which is not a good sign is
Dry
this.
rot?
Dry rot!
Yes, dry rot.
It's a piece of like a newel post, which on one side looks absolutely perfect. There doesn't look much wrong with that at all. But turning it over, we see here that it's not...
Dry rot?
Now, that is wet rot.
Oh, wet rot, done.
That,
Dry rot?
my little cherubs, is dry rot.
Yes, get in, dry rot, nice one. How did you score? So, once you've amassed all your ingredients, you're ready to put together your first home improvement show. So, let's eat the magic yellow tomato and travel back down the time tunnel to 1957 to see how the BBC did it with their very first DIY show, called simply Do It Yourself, with the legendary Barry Bucknell. I say legendary, but to be honest, I've never heard of him either. But let's stick with legendary for now.
Hello. I thought it was time I tackled wardrobes.
Wardrobes, can't wait. Barry Bucknell with his catchphrase, screwed and glued.
You've got a really tough corner joint, screwed and glued.
Screwed and glued.
Two battens, screwed and glued.
Screwed and glued, yes.
Screwed and glued in position.
Although occasionally he would mix it up.
You glue it and screw it.
Glue it and screw it.
that in position.
Glued and screwed. It was a different time, of course, and back then health and safety took something of a back
I
seat.
think probably the easiest way of fixing this together is the way my small son of 4 discovered for himself.
4?
Nailing frames together.
Nailing frames? Yes, and for his 5th birthday he got a welding mask. Of course, this was before the information superhighway, and so to get hold of the details of how to make the various items themselves, viewers were encouraged to write in.
You'd like a pamphlet showing you how to make the wardrobe, the whole wardrobe.
And nothing about the wardrobe.
Things that I'm doing. Here it is.
And Barry clearly valued every single letter.
Oh, yes, I must remember to tell you about an accident that happened at the BBC in connection with your correspondence. It was in Fire Prevention Week of all times when a bundle of your letters was carried off and burnt.
Charming. Barry was a stickler for the inclusion of a stamped addressed envelope.
Do please remember the stamped addressed envelope. On the last programme we had 1,000 letters without stamped addressed envelopes, and we can't send pamphlets without, I'm afraid.
That's fair enough, I suppose.
Because, you know, just the business of addressing the envelopes would take weeks, quite apart from the stamps, so you will understand this.
Keep your ear on. For a long time, Barry was able to throw his weight around in this uncontrollably surly manner because Do It Yourself was the only home improvement show on TV. But before long, there was a new pretender to the crown. Mike Smith and his toolbox. What are you up to today, Mike?
Hello. Well, just fixed a plug on the end of this lead.
Congratulations. No, come on, give him a chance.
Do you know how to fix a plug on?
No, I don't think I do, Mike.
But anyway, it's something you ought to learn, and another thing that you ought to know.
Yes?
Is that on all new appliances, like a steam iron or electric kettle, whatever you buy nowadays, they've got a new colour coding on their wire.
Colour coding, great idea.
Now, if you come across with me...
Happy to, Mike.
On the earth pin here, the wire coming to it is striped yellow and green.
Grey and white stripe, yes.
And green stripe, which must go to the earth. To the neutral, it's the blue one.
The grey one, yes.
To the neutral. And then to the live, which normally goes to the fuse here, is the dark brown, or a brown one.
The live that goes to the fuse, yes. That's the dark grey one.
Red.
Red, eh? Grey?
Yellow and green, that's the new colour coding, which is very important.
Clear as mud, Mike, thanks. This really wasn't the sort of show you'd want to watch if you had any problems with your teeth.
Lightly first.
Do you mind just... Not again, please. Stop it, Mike, stop it.
If this puts your teeth on edge, I should go and visit the dentist.
Thank you, Mike. I might just do that. An early adopter of recycling, Mike was endlessly inventive in repurposing odd bits and pieces into useful and breathtakingly attractive items.
You can make all sorts of things with them. And let's show you what you can make. That's a piece of a fitting which you would slot other pipe into. Makes an egg cup.
Love that. Make a great Christmas present for Mum. What else you got up your sleeve,
Down
Mike?
here, now this is a unusual looking thing, you may say. Well, this is an abstract piece of sculpture.
That's one word for it. And this year's Turner Prize goes to Mike Smith for his drain pipe with holes cut in it. Mike and his toolbox were so successful that before long it was in living, breathing colour. And to broaden its appeal, Mike brought along his lovely wife, Jill. Not just a pretty face, but a natural communicator too.
Whilst Michael's been talking about putting the wood up, I've been thinking about what we can do when it is up.
Plenty of time for that sort of thing when you get home, Jill, love.
Michael rather favours having natural wood, but I quite like a cold water, ordinary clothing dye, just applied to the wood, and a coat of polyurethane put on the top. It gives a wonderful finish.
The woman's got a one-track mind. They all did back then.
Here we have the simple open fire, which will fit into any 16-inch builder's opening.
I'll fit it into your opening in a minute. Of course not. This was a fire prevention special where Mike was joined by a charismatic guest expert.
I don't know, are you a do-it-yourself or...?
Oh, I'm indeed, Mike. I watch all of your programmes with interest. A fan, if you like.
Oh yeah.
I've noticed
bit of a fan.
You teach people to turn their homes into their castles. And I take it the idea of today's programme is to teach them how to avoid turning their castle into their funeral pyre.
Keep it light, mate. Mike was keen to know what sort of household things are susceptible to fire.
I mean, everyday household things that we have in our own home are susceptible to sort of catching fire.
Well, many receptacles are susceptible. But really, Mike was always at his best when doing his practical demonstrations. I know what you're thinking. This had better be worth it.
Well, there we are. That's how you cut a piece of metal off. Now let's show you how you stick metal together.
No, what's the point? Mind you, I did love the view through his welding mask.
So let's have a go.
You're watching Yorkshire Television. Mike's success meant that before long, every Albert and David had jumped on the bandwagon.
Hello again. I'm very pleased to be able to show you this week's project, this handsomely stained bunk bed.
Dirty boy. Then along came the 80s, and the whole improvement scene went up a gear. Take a look at these snazzy titles and tell me you're not excited. Soaring. Lights. Dripping taps. Blowtorch. Drilling into masonry. I'm in. Oh, this looks like a lot of fun.
Hello and welcome to On the House. We're back, we're busy and we're loaded.
Great, me too. This is Patty Caldwell with On the House. So what's on the menu this week, Patty?
In Troubleshoot, Harry goes in search of a mysterious noise that is driving one particular family to distraction.
Ooh, I wonder what that might be.
The culprit is a lively ballcock in the cold water.
Can't wait. But isn't it annoying when your grown-up son has his girlfriend over to stay in the spare bedroom?
You haven't filled recording in the waterboard?
No, we haven't.
So you've What's that?
Girls.
Oh, no, not gay.
That's it. Send his sisters up to sort him out. I did feel that sometimes Patty wasn't always great at selling the show, though.
Hello and welcome back to On the House. You're going to hate our programme today.
Oh, I might turn over and watch Nationwide instead then. Yeah, sometimes Patty could be downbeat, other times she could be downright threatening.
So, if you haven't already been burgled, I'm afraid you're very likely to be.
It's like she knows something we don't. Like she operates a crime syndicate or something. Mind you, for all its faults, On the House did introduce us to the multiple height rolling spinning cheap and easy table.
There we have it, the multiple height rolling spinning cheap and easy table.
And you'll see that multiple height rolling spinning cheap and easy table again in 3 weeks' time.
Can't wait. I really want to see the multiple height rolling spinning cheap and easy table again. I wonder what's in the show next week.
Also next week, you guessed it, sewage systems.
Setting the Betamax as we speak. Suddenly, it was the 90s, and Patty and Co were out of the door because on its way in was this.
Hello and welcome to Changing Rooms.
Changing Rooms. Yes, but it wasn't all work.
So, we've only just met, actually. It's very peculiar. Oh, you cut his nipple. Oh, you cut
guys, you got 2 days, yeah? Maybe just get on with it. Of course, whatever the show, it's really important to look after your punters.
I really love my teapots, but I didn't set out to have teapots.
She loves her teapot collection. So, Linda, how about building her something to display it?
Right, girls, this is what it's all about. This is our freestanding shelving unit.
Freestanding shelving unit. Sounds perfect. But will it be safe for all those lovely teapots?
These little gizmos here, which attached to the wire, will hold the shelves strong and rigid.
Right, OK.
Strong and rigid sounds good. So, let's have a look at Linda's new freestanding teapot display unit. See, to me, that just looks like you've taken all her teapots and smashed them on the floor.
That is all her teapots.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. That's all her teapots. The next show on the block made 2 days seem like a lifetime.
Please give them a 60-minute makeover.
60-minute makeover. Yeah. Just 60 minutes. And at the helm was this lady, Claire Sweeney.
And the landlord, Scott, is going to be in for such a big surprise because he hasn't got a clue that we're here.
Where are we this week, Claire?
The pub was built in 1890 and it used to be a brothel.
Good to know.
Scott bought it.
This show had some really heartwarming moments, like when this couple who'd never seen Shutters before was shown them for the first time.
Close them down.
Oh, right.
See? Oh, I just don't know where to start. Oh, no.
Yeah. Just wait till they see the bedroom.
How can you do all this in a day?
60 minutes.
60
in
minutes?
1 hour, we do it.
Yeah, there's a clue in the title, Mush. Doing up someone's house while they're out for an hour could be a nice idea, but sometimes to me it felt a bit like bullying.
We never liked your house. Yeah, stank big time.
Treat people.
We've changed it to how we want it.
Yeah, we don't care what you think.
Of course, you don't have to do up your own house. You can buy another one and do it up for money. And if that's your bag, look no further than Homes Under the Hammer with Martin and Lucy.
Hello and welcome.
What I love about this show is the way Martin looks so longingly at Lucy after he's delivered his lines.
Absolutely. You know, auctions are really exciting and they're big business.
They are.
Oh, look, he's so proud of her.
We do quite a bit of buying and selling ourselves.
We do.
Oh.
We'll be back next time with more Homes Under the Hammer.
So
love that. I've got a lot of ideas for my own house from watching this show.
With another toilet and basin featured on the landing. Open plan for all to see.
Yeah, well, it's nice to have someone to talk to when you're... But the real stars of Homes are the estate agents, which is why they get their own separate theme tune.
Local estate agents to cast their eyes over the property and tell us what they think it's worth.
Look at them two. They look like they know what they're talking about.
What would those local estate agents reckon it's worth now?
Oh, yeah, come on. Show me your ensuite.
Well, let's find out from those estate agents.
Talking about your state-of-the-art kitchen, just saying.
Here's the local estate agent.
Take me to your landing and show me your bog. So what is every estate agent looking for?
The main selling point of the property is it's been refurbished to a high standard.
Very, very nice. Refurbished to a high standard.
Good size. Been refurbished to a high standard.
It's been refurbished to a high standard.
They've completely refurbished it to a high standard.
It's been refurbished to a high standard.
The property's, I think, really been refurbished to a very high standard.
It's been refurbished to a really high standard.
It has been refurbished to a high standard.
Refurbished to a high standard.
And it's been refurbished to a high standard.
So, given the high standard of the refurb, let's see if anyone's interested in a purchase.
Now, there's a property up for auction in this very street for £28,000 to £32,000. That's the guide price on it. What do you think of that?
Sounds like a bargain.
So would you buy it?
No.
Oh, with a new millennium, there was really only one way for the home improvement show to go. And that was upmarket. Grand Designs, which introduced us to this guy, Kevin MacLeod. And what we love about Kev is he just does his lines and gets the hell out of there.
But what happens when the money runs out?
Sometimes to the right.
And an unhealthy...
Sometimes to the left.
Glamorously glazed shed.
Right? What do you reckon? Right?
From the very day it was built.
Oh, no, left. Gotta be left, doesn't it? Oh, he sold us the dummy. Grand Designs took the home improvement show to the next level, where shows like changing rooms were awash with chipboard and MDF. GD used slightly more exotic building materials like, well, cob.
Cob. Cob. Cob. Cob. Cob. Cob. Cob. Cob. Cob. Cob. Cob. Cob. Cob. Cob. Cob. Cob. Cob.
Cob. Cob, 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 cob.
Cob awesomeness. Cob awesomeness.
Yeah, cob. And how does cob make you feel, Kev?
I feel like an ant standing next to a curly-whirly, towering termite mound.
Well, Gel Kev, wish I was you. And I'm not the only one, because in no time at all came this cheeky little monkey.
That gives a gentle nod to its surroundings.
Hey, wait a minute, George. You're stealing Kev's style. You're jacking his swag, man.
If the budget allowed, you'd knock this down.
No, left. The thing with any great home improvement show, it's all about the detail.
I just want to show you this detail. Handle and lock beautifully recess into a timber block.
Je t'aime. Je t'aime. Oh oui, je t'aime. Moi non plus. Oh, mon amour.
So that's how you make your own home improvement show. But of course, if you have any questions, do give me a ring. Just a sec. Hello? Offended by the sexual content? Madam, that was merely a hand unlock beautifully recessed into a timber block. Just a sec. Hello? It was a peg going into a hole. No, you can't get a copy. Well, obviously a lot goes on when the cameras aren't running, so we may have missed a few things. Good night. Now, OK, what's your address?
Keeps a man up on his feet.
Unfortunately, due to a technical fault, our cameras were unable to pick up the bidding. Our cameras missed Eamon, who got the flat for £30,000. Unfortunately, our cameras didn't catch the bidding on this lot.
Sadly, our cameras didn't catch the successful bidders.
Our cameras didn't catch the auction. Unfortunately, our cameras didn't manage to catch the bidders for this auction lot. Unfortunately, our camera didn't capture the bidding on this occasion.
A problem with our camera meant that we missed the start of the auction.
On this occasion, our cameras missed successful bidder Hardeep.
Unfortunately, our cameras missed the action for this particular lot.
You have masses of storage space, even enough for your 6-pack can of corned beef.